Okay, so we've got a brown paper bag, and I'm not sure what's in it, and I have a knife around here, hang on. Oh, there's a pull tab there, oh well. Oh no, I should have pulled that. It's one of the, oh no. Oh no! Oh god. I fucking hate this. Look at that. I'm assuming this is like made from recycled materials, but Jesus Christ, okay. So some of this is for me, and some of this is for my granny. Thing that's for me, some wire strippers. For my granny, some... Oh, I didn't realise they were sending a load of these. I thought it was just one, but some aerial connectors. And they've also sent a catalogue, so you can see where I got this from. These are mine, some new jeweler's screwdrivers. Very nice. And I think that... yeah, that's it. Okay. So, these were the main thing for my granny. Basically, the old connector for her TV aerial has oxidised. And also the connector's gotten a bit rusty, so going to replace it with that, which is also why I got some wire strippers. But I didn't realise they'd be sending a whole bag of these. And a standard aerial. Antenna cable. Okay, that's fine. I was wondering what the hell it was, to be honest. But yeah, it's that, so yay. Alright, so today I went to a charity shop in South Shields. In fact, I went to a couple. And although they do have a bit of a better variety, they are considerably more expensive. Yeah. For example, in one of the charity shops, I saw a copy of Arctic Monkeys' first album, and I could still see the original sticker on it, which was from Tesco, which said £2.99. However, the charity shop will put a sticker on top of that, saying £4.99. And this was British Heart Foundation, so whoever had given that to British Heart Foundation had paid £2 less to get it brand new than they were trying to sell. So I guess I really hate that kind of stuff when charity shops just get bloody greedy. Well, anyway, I did buy some CDs. The first one, which, to be honest, I was debating whether to pay the price for this, even though it was, yeah, cheap, was this Gorilla's first album. I did have this back in the day, and again, I have no idea where it is, unfortunately. This, however, this is not the version I had back in the day. This one is in a cardboard box, and is a fully upscale box, which I'll show in a minute. But this one is the original release, because if we look on the back, we're missing the two remixes. Basically, it doesn't have the Clint Eastwood remix, and it doesn't have the 2000 remix on there either, so I did download them separately. But yeah, I do remember this album. So yeah, £1.99, which is kind of consider the same. There's a British Heart Foundation in Newcastle where the CDs are either £1 or 50p. Here, They are not. Most of them were $1.99, $2.99, but some of them, like that one, were a fiver. Anyway, the CD itself, perfectly. Although it does have a few fingerprints and that on, it did rip perfectly fine. So I'll just put the disc to one side. But yeah, this one you do get a bit more artwork. I'm assuming this is probably what the vinyl of it looks like. Yeah. Right. I just like the artwork on this. And we get a booklet with Geep rather than Jeep. Okay. So yeah, this was the most expensive CD I got out of them, but yeah. The main reason I got it is because it was an original one. Most of the ones you come across are in the jewel case, but this one isn't. So this one has more, generally just more of the artwork on here rather than in the booklet. I just think it looks a bit nicer. Second CD I got, this one was the cheapest one I got, 99p. James Blunt, Some Kind of Trouble. I think this is the only James Blunt album I don't have. So I believe now I own all of them in some shape or form. Includes State the Night. Okay. Now, insert your CD into computer. Exclusive autistic track and 2 live videos. I imagine those videos will be in shit quality because they'll be dramatically compressed. And notice here, we go from track 11 and track 13, and there's a blank space there. No, that is not a mistake. When I rip this into my computer, track 12 actually just says empty. So track 12 is listed as empty. I think this is the last album also to have the monkey on it, which was on his first album, on his second album. So yeah, I think this is the last time we see the monkey, I think. CD itself, apart from a few smudges, perfectly fine. James Blunt himself, I think this is his third album. Yeah, because this is from 2010. So this is when he started to look like he does now. Because first album was in 2005, his second in 2007, I think. Anyway, let's have a look at the booklet. Oh, okay. Lovely jolly. Okay. And then the final one was £1.25. I got this from the British Cross. The Shrek Forever After music from the motion picture. Now this is, I believe, just songs from the music from the motion picture, and not the actual. There's a separate one that is the actual soundtrack, which I think is the actual music, I believe. So I think these are just like songs that have lyrics generally. So if we just take a look at the back, you can see here, yeah, British Red Cross, there we go, £1.25. I've got a nice image of Rumpelstiltskin. There's 19 tracks on this, if I remember rightly. Hey, Pinocchio. This one again, ripped fine. You can see how much of the disc, though, is actually free. That's about a third of a disc. So, Shrek Forever After, or Shrek the Fan Fiction, the movie. Hooray, but yeah, this is just mainly just credits for the songs. Along with some posters and screen grabs from the film. That looks really low render. What the fuck is up with this? Okay, look at Fiona's face, and then also look at Shrek. They look, and Donkey. This looks like a really low render of it. This looks like it was probably early in production. Beware, ogres. To be honest, I can't really remember anything. I can only remember vaguely one of the songs from the Shrek soundtrack from Forever After, and that's the bit where Shrek breaks out of Rumpelstiltskin's castle near the start of the film and grabs Donkey. That's the only one I vaguely remember. But yeah, Scissor Sisters. Beastie Boys, bloody hell. So yeah, to be honest, I was wondering, is this one is actually not a bad price, because I did have a look at it, and on World of Books, I think it's £8 on World of Books for a used copy. And for used copies, I think the cheapest I could find it was £4 or £5. So this one was actually not a bad price. This one was, you know, kind of average-ish. This one, I might have been able to get it slightly cheaper, but it probably wouldn't have been this version of it. It probably would have been a jewel case like these two. So yeah, overall, that's that. And yeah, again, for people who say, oh, you could have just downloaded them, yeah, but it is nice to have a physical copy of them, and plus, ripping them as well, I can get generally a higher quality version than I would if I was streaming it, and generally it's cheaper anyway. Okay, so we've got a box. Yeah. Actually, what was the item on here before? 2-in-1 wall light. Okay. I bet some of you now are just either just going to be going, oh god, and then I'm just running for the hills. Is this an invoice? It's a little thank you message. Isn't that nice? Thank you for choosing to buy from me. If you are not completely satisfied with your purchase from me, please let me know by leaving feedback. Once again, thank you. I hope we can do business again in the future. Regards, Stephen. Okay. So as you can see, it's some cassettes. Now this one, just I didn't really plan on getting this one. However, let's bring the light in a bit more. There we go. So this is a Memorex cassette from the, and this is basically the pinnacle. Oh my god, it's even got the little fix here. This is basically one of the most iconic cassettes from the 1980s. This is pretty much a one that most people who are older than I am, and most likely older than all of you out there as well, will remember. And to be honest, if you ever see cassettes and that in films and everything, and particularly now, where there's a massive 80s nostalgia, you'll see a lot of these Memorex cassettes, and because it's not that they're good cassettes, it's just because they were cheap, but also they do have a pretty iconic, colourful look. I think they're nicknamed the Clown cassette. But yeah, I just got this one just because I don't have one of these, and I do quite like the look of it. Now, the rest of these, let's have a look at the rest, and there should be a couple of surprise ones in there. Yeah, so a couple of extra ones. So this one's an extra one that they threw in, because I was buying a load of them and they said, oh, I can chuck in a couple more, give you a couple pound off the price. So I decided for them to just chuck a couple in. So another TKD D90, that's fine. Oh, a TKD AD90. Has a certain smell. You can actually hear the metal in this one. This one, it's a late 70s, early 80s. By the way, the rest of these, not this one, this one's an extra one. The last extra one, and it's a Maxell. So they threw in 3 extra cassettes. That was nice. Yeah. I have never seen this type of Maxell before. Alright, so... yeah, oh, and I just noticed it has an interesting box. Look, there's no bit there. It just slides in like that. And it makes the shell very, very slim. Just comparing it to a normal case, it is slimmer. That's the normal case, there we go. Yeah, it's a bit weird. Anyway, so the Memorex one I did actually pay for, and the rest of these are ones that I did actually buy off them. So let's just get them all out and I'll go over them quickly. So the rest of these are all chrome tapes. So first one here, a Sony CD8. This is like an end-of-the-line Sony chrome. But supposedly, they're decent quality. Yeah. Yeah, not bad. For that one. This one, if you ever seen any cassettes or any YouTubers use cassettes, chances are you'll have seen this one. The TDK SA90 Type 2 with this sort of shell and the blue on there. There is a rarer variant that doesn't have the blue on there because I think they were trying to be hip or something with the kids. I don't know. Yeah. Very slim case, which is annoying because it's difficult to fit a J card. This one, pretty similar to the one I already have. TDK SF. Again, I do like the look of these, but also they're chrome tape, so they are better quality. And finally, this one. This one's a little bit cracked shell. Yeah. Unless there's a meant to go. Yeah, there's a slight crack, so that case is a bit fucked. I'll be honest, I don't like these ones anyway. But I do like this cassette. I do like the look of this one. Maxell. But this case is, that one is very, very slim. Like even, that's the Sony one, even slimmer, slightly slimmer than the Sony one. But yeah, these, the chrome tapes cost me, I think, £1 each. This one, I think was £2. Yeah, I know, ironically, these are all better cassettes than this, but this one costs more just because of its, I guess, its iconicness. And these three, well, they were sort of free, basically because I asked them to combine the postage, and they did, and then I added this one to it afterwards, which added up the postage, and they said, oh, do you want that, or should I throw in a couple more cassettes? And I said, just throw in a couple more. And they did, so really, at least one of those, you know, I didn't actually pay for, even if you do include the delivery on top of that. So, yeah, pretty much all to say on that. Happy days. Okay, so I got another package the same day I got these cassettes, because this was a Hermes one. Yeah, Hermes is normally bad news, because they're not very good at looking after your packages. But anyway, also I should mention the date. It's the 19th of February 2020. There we go. I got the date right. Now, let me maneuver myself. Oh my god. I don't know if you saw that, but I just had a glimpse of what this person has used as bloody packing material. God, I hope these aren't used. And they clearly fucking are. Lovely, nice and hygienic. Give me a second, I'm gonna chuck these bottles out. Okay, got rid of them. They might have been washed out actually, though you never know. Anyway, you may be wondering what is this, and then you'll go, oh no, not another one. Yes, it's a cassette deck. It does have a ding, and it is missing the end of the knob for this volume slider. I don't know if it had dings in the pictures. I can't remember. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at the listing on eBay, because I was literally looking at it. Purchases. Where is it? Yes, let's have a look. Okay, so yes, it does have the ding. It does have the ding. So I paid £8 plus £7.42 postage on a best offer on this, and supposedly it is fully working, and also, hey, look, a proper full-length cable with a bloody zip tie on it. Oh dear. I really hate those. I'm gonna have to run and get some scissors, aren't I? Be back in another mo. Okay, I have returned with scissors. So let's cut this zip tie. And now to find somewhere to plug it in. I'll unplug my phone charger since I'm not using it currently. And it's making noise. Okay, there we go, so we have lights. That is dusty. Yeah, just use a bit of tissue to clean that just for now. Anyway, let's grab a cassette. Actually, I'll grab my test tape. Here we go. Here's a test tape. Now, I haven't got it hooked up to anything yet, but it should. I guess press play. Yeah, appears to be working. Let's check fast forward. Yeah, that is perfectly fine. Good, good, good. That Dolby button is stuck. So, tell you what we'll do. I'm gonna go grab a screwdriver and we'll open this thing up. Got a problem. Yeah, warranty sticker. Oh, the warranty is about to be void. Oh no. Oh no, our warranty has been void. Oh, what a shame, what a shame. Okay, so the screws are removed. I was going to take them out anyway. Actually, I just realised there's two on the top. Yeah, this one's got more screws than the other one. Out you come. Out you come. And I just knocked the tripod. And where am I putting the screws for safekeeping? Well, in a cassette box, which holds them nice and securely. And I just realised that there's more. There are two more on the top. There's so many bloody screws on this. But yeah, these I always see this really weird. This is part of a mini hi-fi system, a Technics one, and this has a Dolby B and Dolby C. And again, you know, this was pretty cheap. I didn't need this. I will admit that I didn't need this. This is just an extra one to have at my granny's because I quite like the drawer loading ones. But I was going to open it up regardless. For one, I can probably ding that out a bit. But bloody hell, look at the amount of dust on there. Probably go at it with the hoover. What I'll do is I'll open up the drawer. And that head does look pretty clean. But regardless, I'll have a go with the isopropyl alcohol. But just for you guys to have a look at it. I just turned it off. Here it is in action. Other way. There we go. So yeah, essentially what I'm going to do now is clean this thing up and unstick that button, and hopefully it should be all good as gold. Okay, so this is a purchase that I wasn't really planning to make, but I did, and it's cost me £24, including postage. In fact, the item itself was £16, and the postage was £8. Well, a few pence off that, really. But yeah, I'll show you what's inside here, and part of me slightly regrets it, but part of me knows that it's just going to be worth it, really. And it was a good price anyhow. Right, is interestingly wrapped because it's not like a proper cardboard. This has come from a home of a smoker. Oh my god, that's not just a smoker, a fucking heavy chain smoker. Where's that? There we go. I don't know if I should be doing that or not, but oh god, that stinks. Bloody stinks. Some of you might be saying, oh, why are you so bad against the smell of smoke? Basically, no one in my family smokes, and I think only one of my friends I know actually does smoke. But I don't see him face to face very often. It's normally over Messenger. So if you're not used to it, it does really stink. Plus here in the UK, to I don't know, viewers across the pond, I don't know what it is like in other countries. But basically smoking is essentially banned in everywhere but outside. Essentially, you can't even smoke in your own home because of, obviously, smoke alarms. Hopefully this device itself is not going to reek of it. I can still smell it a bit. Might air it out slightly. I've never appreciated from a smoke-free home more. This is in pretty damn good condition, actually. Whoa. Right, I'm going to get this packaging out here because this bubble wrap and that reeks. Okay, I've just sniffed the turntable itself and it smells fine, thankfully. The most it smells of is rubber and plastic, so that's fine. So this, I wasn't planning on getting. And we'll just have a look at it. The rubber slip mat is going out of place. It's quite a thin one, this. Smells ever so slightly of smoke, but I will give it a bit of a clean. This one, is that metal? No, that's plastic. So this turntable is mostly made of plastic. And I think it's supposed to have a 45 adapter there. But if you're like me, that's not a problem. There you go, there's a 45 adapter. It's not the one obviously that came with this, but I imagine it'll probably look exactly the same. And it's nice that this one, you know, has a little place for that. And it's nice that this person attached the arm to it with a zip tie. Although, how am I going to get that arm off? Go grab scissors. Okay, grab scissors. So let's cut this bit of plastic off. There we go. And while we're here, let's take a look at the tone arm itself. So you can see it's an Audio-Technica stylus. And it is clean. And it isn't bent, so it looks in good condition, so that's nice. The lid itself has got your sort of usual wear and tear. To be honest, you'll be very lucky to find a turntable that's got an immaculate lid on it. But this one is pretty nice. I wish it was clear, to be honest, not this frosted colour. You can see that this is an Iowa. Yeah, let's bring that into focus. Come on. It's having a hard time focusing on this. But just to read out the model number, it is an Iowa PX 800. Now, there's a couple of variations on this you'll see on eBay. And I think the main differences between them is whether or not they have a built-in preamp, and also whether or not they're semi-automatic or fully automatic or fully manual. This one, I believe, is fully automatic. You can see we've got on-off, which the American version, the 850, doesn't have a power button. We also have speed, 45 and 33 1/3, cut, start, stop, up and down. And here, we zoom in, we've got a size selector between 12-inch and 7-inch records. So that's nice. We'll have a look at the back. RCA cable, unfortunately, it is attached, which I don't like, and also the plug is attached, which again I don't like, and well, I'll take this opportunity to cut these cords. It's going to be difficult actually trying to do this on camera. But anyway, you might be thinking, hang on, you already have a turntable. And you're right, this is the one I've had since 2018. And until late last year, it worked perfectly fine. There was nothing wrong with it whatsoever. However, in late 2019 last year, by the way, I'm recording this on the 21st of Feb 2020, unfortunately it ran into an issue where the platter was spinning too fast. It was essentially spinning at double the speed it's supposed to. I took it apart, which took quite a bit of doing, to be honest. It was quite a klaxon. It took about nearly an hour to fully take apart to get at the motor. I cleaned out the motor. I cleaned it out because essentially there was nothing else wrong with it. And from then on, it worked fine. Until at around the start of this week, where the problem happened again. I did the same thing as last time, got into it, cleaned out the motor. It was a lot harder to do this time than last time, for some reason. And it worked again at the right speed for about 5-10 minutes. And then it happened again, so I had to take it all apart again and do it again. And it's currently running at the right speed, but I know that it's only a matter of time before it happens again. This turntable is from 1978, at least. At least that's what the stamp on the motor says. It could have been made after then, obviously, but it does look more 70s than 80s. Simply because it's a mostly manual turntable. The only automatic part is that when Stylus reaches the end of record, it'll return to its resting position, and to be honest, that is about it. And to be honest, I do prefer this turntable in terms of its looks. It does look really nice. You know, with that retro feel, it does look nice compared to this one, which is a 1990s one. But I know that this is only a matter of time before it has the problem again, so that's why I got that one. Another disadvantage is that the size of it. You can see that it's on top of my cassette deck, but it doesn't sit properly on here. The new one should sit fine. Plus, also, this thing is heavy. It is really heavy. It weighs a ton, and it is heavy. And this one, the new one, I mean, this one I can hold in one hand. This one, no chance, really. If I just place this on here, actually, you can see that it's slightly shorter, and there's about that much cut off, so it is smaller. It is lighter. But again, I wasn't planning on upgrading it, really. Although the IOR1 is better than this, I do still prefer the look of this one. But I am going to be replacing it, and I haven't decided what I'm doing with this one. I'm either just going to keep it as a spare, or I might possibly sell it. Possibly, I'm not sure. I mean, this one, I mean, look, that's bloody metal. This thing is metal on the inside as well. It weighs, which is why it weighs a ton, despite the outside being sort of plastic. But what I was planning to do is actually upgrade to an Audio-Technica modern turntable, a modern Audio-Technica fully automatic turntable that is direct drive rather than being belt driven. This one is belt driven. This one's also belt driven. And I was planning to do that basically for either birthday or Christmas this year, or maybe January sales next year. Because you know it's not cheap. It's a much more expensive one. One over over £200. Normally, the cheapest I've ever seen it brand new is £210, and that's right now on sale. And I was slightly tempted to just get it now, but I decided not to. Maybe that was a mistake. I don't know. But I think its original retail price is £350. So yeah, this the new IR1 is just gonna set me off for now. You know, because I know that this thing is on its way out. It is on its way out, and I don't know if it'll last as long as I want it to. So I'm just gonna have to take it out, and that is exactly what I'm gonna do now. So let me pause this and switch it over. Okay, so that took slightly longer than initially anticipated. But one advantage of this having a built-in preamp, I no longer need to use this. And what is this? This is a phono preamp, and essentially any turntable you get that does not have a preamp built into it, you're going to need one of these, unless you have a amplifier that has a phono input, because otherwise the record will sound far too quiet. So yeah, this means a socket is free, which is nice, and it also means that I use less cable, so I don't have to plug in and out. This has a an output as well, which I've never once used. Yeah, because one of the switch boxes I have has an output. But anyway, let's lift up things. So this is Evil of the Daleks, Amazon exclusive vinyl disc 1, and we're just gonna turn it on. Okay, so it was on, and we're just gonna see if it works. And that's not a good sign. I'm going to be so annoyed if this thing doesn't bloody work. Okay, it could be that the belt has fallen off, so I'm going to have a look. Okay, so the belt had fallen off, so I've placed the belt back on, and yep, it's working now. And here we go. And currently, I'm not hearing a fucking thing. Now I am. So yeah, and the good thing is I can raise it by pressing the button and just lower it anywhere. Let's put it about here.
The light switch, the hidden door, slides back. Hesitating only a moment, Kennedy steps into the inner chamber.
And yeah.
Two strange metal arms draw his attention. Moving to examine them, the idol flicks a couple of switches.
So this obviously, as you can see, does take up a lot less space. And it is a lot lighter. Let's have a look at it closed. Obviously this one is a more visually interesting record, so I'm going to leave it open for this one just so you can see it spin. Right. But yeah, it automatically knows where to do it, and I no longer need the preamp. And we'll just turn the volume up.
He sets about breaking the lock, unaware that an alien shape is gradually gaining substance behind him. The safe swings open. He is helping himself.
Please don't copyright me, BBC.
When he senses that something is terribly wrong.
Because there are literally full uploads of this on YouTube.
He spins round
so
as a Dalek glides towards him. Who are you? Who are you? I'm Shaw.
And I can press this button, which is the cut button, which I'll just stop it right there. So yeah, a nice automatic turntable. You can, if you want, do it in fully manual if you want. It does have that option, which is good. But other than that, yeah, I'm really happy with this and glad to have it. And also, I thought I'd give you a look at the new setup for my hi-fi, because not literally the other week, which is why I noticed this, I've rearranged everything. So now my shelf, which has my records on, ooh, that's fallen over because it's missing a one. They're my Doctor Who records just there. They're my non-Doctor Who ones, so just albums there. So that's nice. I got this box for $2.50. There's that box for $2.50. Over here, this Sony cassette deck that I've had for a long time. This is purely just for digitizing now, so it's not actually hooked up to my hi-fi. This is just purely for digitizing. You can see my cassette drawers here, sure, all there, and these are my newer ones. So yeah, it's kind of the anti-Tecmo one. You can actually see the hi-fi itself here with the woofer underneath. But it's kind of like the anti-Tecmo one because nothing matches at all. It's all a bit of a cluster. Nothing's neat and tidy whatsoever. But it works. It does everything I need it to do. And it's my preferred way to listen to music. So yeah. And also here is a switch box. So if I switch it, it's now onto the cassette deck. So yeah, that's all on there. So yeah, everything's all nice and hunky-dory. Yeah, not really much else to say. I thought I'd just show it because I very rarely show this. And that's it for this bit. Okay, so got a box here that says Fragile on it. And where's the knife? Here we go. Just working out what the best way is to open up this box. Also, this bit is not shot in 4K, it's shot in 1440p just because it's a bit easier and I know what this is. It's not, again, particularly exciting. I got this on eBay, like bloody everything else. Annex 1, 2, 3 Sony Chrome cassettes. So yeah, these are Sony FX290s Chrome cassettes. Let's have a look at them. See if we've got that chrome smell to them. Yeah. Very to be honest, not a lot. I didn't pay much for these. But these are in pretty good condition and they come in their original boxes. It's just nice to have some, you know, chrome tapes. It's interesting what tracks are listed on the back. Yeah. But other than that, you know, just some regular chrome tapes ready for me to record on. And something else, which was just going to cheap Chinese packet, is this battery. Not the battery itself, but the battery charger. So yeah, this is actually plugged into my laptop that I keep at my granny's, and it's just a USB battery charger, which I haven't tested it yet with this battery, because to be honest, this battery could just be completely dead for all I know. Though if it does have a little bit of life in it, then it just shows that things are working properly. Ooh. And the good thing is, this Walkman, if I remember I showed you, actually had a Jessup's rechargeable battery in there anyway, which that will be able to charge as well, so that's good. It'll be able to charge basically, you know, AAA's and AA batteries. I don't think it'll be able to do the rechargeable C-cell batteries. I haven't got any to hand, but I don't think it can do that, so... But yeah, basically that's obviously this Walkman. So hopefully then I'll be able to get this one up and running, though I do prefer, to be honest, the look and feel of this one, because this one is fully metal. This one is not. This one, I think it, don't know, it's either just I think it's either metal plated, or I think it might just be, I think this one is just fully plastic actually. I think I said in my video that it's partially metal, but I think it's just fully plastic, this. But it does have auto reverse and Dolby Beam noise reduction and the track skip. But this one I think is nicer. It just is, it feels nicer, it feels weightier, and is overall more expensive. But this one is pretty good as well. I'm assuming, because I haven't actually listened to it. I have confirmed that it is working, and I have replaced the belt on it. So yeah, basically, I've no idea how long it takes to charge this, but I'll probably check in about half an hour's time and see just how things are going. Okay, we've got a couple of things here. First thing is, actually I'll just take this off just to see if that's an invoice, which it is. So yes. So what is this? It's a battery, but not just any battery. It's a battery for this Walkman right here. And if I can get this cable untangled from these earphones. Here is a universal charger for it, which is a lot cheaper than the official chargers. Oh, and here is the original Sony battery, which I did charge initially for about half an hour, tested it, and it did work. Unfortunately, the battery just died after 2 minutes. So I decided, you know what, I'll charge it fully for a full hour or an hour and a half. And unfortunately, it makes the battery swell. This is a problem with this battery. It is pretty old, but you can see there it is a bit swollen. So, yeah, a bit dangerous, actually. The only reason I probably haven't chucked it is just because it's an official Sony battery. But, oh, the adhesive on there gone. Let's see if this actually has... Oh, I've got a cassette in here. Okay, I've got a cassette in here, which is this one. Okay. But let's just put it in this one to see if it actually has any charge initially. If not, then I'll have to charge it up. And it does. It does have a bit of charge out of the box, so that's nice. So good, it has a bit of a charge, and as you can see there, it is working. Now into this Go Free cereal box. And I'm just going to grab this. If this is what I think it is... Oh, that's interesting. Yes, it is. Okay, so first thing, got a wrapper. I'm not going to be using these, but we'll have a look at them anyway. But literally, this is extremely late. This is extremely late coming because I literally just filed this item hasn't arrived thing, so I'll be cancelling that. But here is an Iowa auto reverse with Dolby B Walkman, and oh, that button's a bit. Oh well, it works. It's a little bit wonky, but it'll be fine. You can see here we've got a very basic graphic equalizer. We've got bass and super bass, which is interesting. Yeah. And obviously treble. And an FM radio. This thing is pretty chunky and hefty. But just having a look, can I see the head? I'll push down play. It's actually hard to see through the window if the head is actually clean, but I'll be cleaning it with some alcohol, but you can see the head just there. It's a bit difficult to see. Now, yeah, I'm assuming this takes two AA batteries. Oh, let's see if I have any to hand, but just before I do that, oh, this panel is difficult to put back on, there we go. It also came with these retro headphones, and I will not be using them. I won't even try because, to be honest, I would have preferred it if they didn't include them, because frankly, I have no idea whose head they have been on, so they could be filthy. Anyway, here's a couple of AA's. I have no idea if there's any juice in them at all. They do feel pretty light, but we'll soon find out. Nothing. Although the light does come on. But we've got no movement whatsoever, so that doesn't mean that it doesn't work, and that just might mean that these batteries are dead. Alright, I can't really show you this on camera, but on this Walkman, this battery, I've tried one of the Panasonic ones, and the battery on that one is definitely working, so it does have enough juice in it. And this is the one I took out of it, which is a fully charged one, so this is when we'll find out the truth. And just to make sure that I am putting everything in the right way, and I am. So let's put the batteries in. We'll put this cassette in here. And nothing. This person has probably tested out the radio, but not the mechanism itself. So yeah, I'm sick of getting these, like, where they don't bloody work. That is just so, it's just really annoying, to be honest, more than anything else, because I have to go now and fill out some forms, eBay forms, saying that this doesn't work, then wait a bit, and then eventually I should get my money back on this. But that is just annoying. It's going to be the belts. It will be the belts. I'll be honest, I can't even hear the motor going in this thing. I might try some different batteries later, but it's most likely it's just going to be the exact same issue as before. So yeah, that is just disappointing, because I was looking forward to having this one, actually. Just because, well, it's an Iowa one. But, you know, that is a shame, unfortunately. Alright, so it's the 29th of February 2020, making this year a leap year. Although this package has actually been waiting for me for a little while to open. So yeah, there's like tearing it there, but whatever. So I got this on eBay for £40. And 61 pence delivery. No, it is not Game of Thrones. Yeah, that is weird why they're using that. It's this Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? The Complete Series Limited Edition. That's my number out of 5,000 Blu-ray box set. Now, this is actually new. The reason it is because basically this thing had been damaged, essentially. So the shop is selling it as used, but it is apparently unused. So basically, there's a slight damage to this right there, but essentially, A, you can no longer buy this, at least in the UK, it's out of stock. And B, its retail price, I think, was double this at 80 quid, but you can see there what it was supposed to include. So yeah, but let's just take a look at it. So yes, unfortunately, this has a bloody pop vinyl. And if you know me, I fucking hate pop vinyls, and this will actually be my first ever pop vinyl, unfortunately. So yeah, but the thing is, this box does look great. I do really love the look at it, the care and detail into this. I just wish that would had an image of Scooby rather than having a bloody pop vinyl. But whatever, it is what it is. But yeah, the amount of care and detail that went into this. This is, you know, despite it being a kid show, this thing was not made for kids. This was made for collectors. Oh, is that supposed to do anything, or is that just the way it's sort of structured? Anyway. So yes. A bloody pop vinyl. Normally, I would chuck something like this away, but since it is part of the set, I am forced to bloody keep it. We get a leaflet basically telling us what episodes are on what. And basically, I think this also includes the first season of the Scooby-Doo show, because in some regions it was actually Scooby-Doo Where Are You season 3. Anyway, here's the Scooby-Doo encyclopedia. I think there's only a few episodes in here that I've just upscaled, and the rest are true remasters in HD. But just a introduction. Good old Captain Cutler. I remember that episode, that's in the Ghost Clown. I remember watching them on the Ghoul School VHS. They were the 2 episodes included on that. It's just a nice little diagram with information on it. This is actually a lot nicer than I thought, actually. I was always intending on buying this, but I was going to wait for a standard version, because basically they did the same with the Batman the Animated Series. They released a special edition with a pop vinyl and a limited edition one. With this, they haven't done that, to be honest. It hasn't had a re-release for some reason. I imagine it probably will. And more like, the price will probably come down. But at the time of recording, basically this is, well, I say the only version available. It's not actually available anymore. But yeah, this is just a nice little book. Oh my god. Okay, Scooby-Dum. And then Yabby-Doo and Dusty. Scooby's mother. No, it's not Scooby's mother. Scooby's sister. Scooby-Dee. Scrappy. Very controversial. I do actually like Scrappy, though. Vincent Van Ghoul. Oh, god. Bloody Flim Flam. But yeah, this has got a lot of stuff in it, actually. I'm just going to flip through it a bit quicker now. Yeah, that's got quite a... I thought that would be something cheap and basic. Actually, no, it's actually quite well detailed. And I think the only... Yeah, it's just cardboard supporting the stuff. But the Blu-rays are actually on this, which is about the same size as a CD. Again, continuing with the same... I imagine if they do a standard release, they'll probably have this artwork in full. But again, it's the same information. Ooh. Oh, come on, Warner. Look at that. It's bloody see-through, this. You can literally see through... Come on, Warner Brothers. You were doing so well. You were doing so well, and yet... Here we are again. Why, Warner Brothers, do you have such a resistance to putting, proper artwork on the discs? Like, this is just... Come on. We get to this stage and at the last minute you decide to be bloody lazy. Like, at least have them be coloured. Like, if they were coloured, proper printed, unlike this, which is lasered on to the disc, then I would have forgave it. But this, come on. Come on, you were doing so well until that point. You might say, oh, you're complaining, but this is an expensive box set. I mean, true, I paid half the price, but still. Let's just take all the discs out. I will be ripping this as well. And the eBay seller I was buying this off, I think they had 4 or 5, but they've all sold out now, unfortunately. So, yeah. But apparently these were basically stock that, unfortunately, a shop or something couldn't sell because of that. So they put it on eBay and put it at a massive reduction at essentially just about half the retail price. But yeah, if I put all these back in now, I'll be binge watching all of these starting tonight. But I am very happy with my purchase, and I just realised obviously Scooby's at the top. But yeah, that's essentially this. Doesn't matter a huge amount, to be honest. Because at least this way you can see it in there. But yeah, the Scooby-Doo Wow You limited edition collection on Blu-ray. That's all I'm going to say for that. Okay, so I've just cut the tape on this. I'm having to do a bit of a reshoot on this because the tape was a fucking nightmare. But anyway, I paid £6.50 plus £3.50 postage, making this £10. And it even comes in a bloody vinyl sleeve by the looks of it. Yeah, but yeah, this is Robbie Williams, The Heavy Entertainment Show, vinyl, and I'm just wondering how you open it. There we go. Still in it. Still in its cellophane. The seller said new. The seller said new opened, but whatever. But there we are. Okay. Now, actually, all of Robbie Williams' albums from his first, which was Life Through a Lens, all the way up until oh, what was it called? The one with Candy on it. I can't remember the name of that album, but the one with Candy on it has actually had a vinyl release. Ooh, this is actually, it's not heavyweight vinyl, but it is, you know, not super thin. So that's not bad. Is the sleeve plastic line? No, it's just cardboard. But yeah, unfortunately, those vinyl releases are extremely rare, and therefore command a lot of money on eBay. So I don't know why they just don't re-release them, which would be nice. And to be honest, if they re-release them now, they'll probably get a better pressing. It looks like there's a thing. Yes, there is. There is a download code. Start date, end date. So it's out of date anyway. I hate a download code that has an expiration date. Luckily, I do have this album on CD and ripped to my phone because if you've been watching my videos, you'll remember my sister got me this CD for my birthday last year. So yeah, for me it doesn't matter. Heavy Entertainment Show. I think it's all right. It's all right. Just I would say Robbie Williams' best albums are basically anything that came before his second greatest hits. He has two greatest hits albums. The original, which is called Greatest Hits, and the second one, which is called, I think it's called In and Out of Consciousness or Consequences, something along those lines. Basically, anything after that is kind of like a kind of thing. But this is one of the better albums he's released since. Anyway, we've got more stuff. We've got a packet here. Yes, yeah. Yup. So the first thing I'll show you is the more boring one. But I got these on eBay. Buy one get one half price. I think I paid £3 for both of these. First one is Muse. One of the few Muse albums that I do not own. And I did give it a quick listen on Spotify. And it sounded alright. Disc. Yeah, the disc looks perfectly fine. Perfectly good for ripping. Again, a bit plain, actually. And I don't like it when they don't have the numbers for the songs either. But anyway, let's do our usual and have a look at the obvious drops on the booklet. Yeah. Oh, come on, it's one of those ones that doesn't want to come out. Ah! That's kind of reminding me of Drones, that... Ah, we do have song lyrics, that's nice, I always do like it when they do that. Was that last bit? Yeah, that was the last page. So let us slide that back in, and after I've done with this video, I shall be ripping it, and then... Yep, the Shrek soundtrack, or should I say the songs from Shrek from the first film, because there's two you can get. There's this one, which is the actual songs, and then the other, which is the background music. Oh god. oh. Oh, bloody lovely. But this image, actually, this is the image from the incidental music version. Let's just open it. Just a bunch of screenshots and credits for each of the songs. Not as good as the Shrek 2 songs, but still, well, basically better than the third and fourth ones. So I will be ripping this CD. No questions asked. And finally, to the final packet. So yeah, these cost me about £3 total. Eiffel 65's blue. Oh, that's the wrong way around. So yeah, this is the single version. And you might remember, I actually have the cassette of this. And I have it on vinyl. Traveling switch 128. Okay. So yeah, why did I get the CD? And to be honest, the CD was actually more than a CD from Poundland. I think it was £1.25 total. And that was just because it's my favourite song of all time. So, and the CD was the only version, yeah, ironically, that I didn't have. I did actually previously have it on I think it's on a Now That's What I Call Music. I think it was 39, maybe, I can't remember. It was either late 30s or early 40s, but of the Now That's What I Call Entertainment. Now That's What I Call Music, but yeah, now I have it on a CD, and I shall obviously be ripping it and having a nice version. To be honest, I didn't need to get this, but you know, it was just to have a physical version of it. I already have a digital version on my phone already, but I just like to have it on CD as well. Yeah, gotta have Shrek. Gotta have Shrek. And Muse, yeah. And obviously some Robbie Williams while I'm at it. So, yay to all of them. I just had to show you this. Oh my god, this is mental, this. You get a CD video in there. However, I cannot do anything on this, unfortunately. It's such a shame. It's such a shame because this is actually pretty cool. Okay, skip now to first package. Okay. Okay, so we've got Robbie Williams singing when you're winning, which is really hard to see because just look at that. Come on. Now the CD release of this doesn't, or at least the original CD of this, didn't have any text on the front or the back, but this cassette does. And my god, I remember Rock DDG from when I was little. At the time, that was my favourite Robbie Williams song. And someone did not rewind this. Also noticed it does not have Dolby noise reduction, which is unfortunate. Okay, so Robbie Williams' first two albums that were released on cassette had a massive booklet to open. This does not. Yeah, that's literally it. You can see that, you know, this is very much starting to be the end of the line for cassettes when this was released, very basic release. It also got another packet there, and I accidentally showed a little bit of the seller's address, but not the full thing, thankfully. Anyway, oh, these are for, okay, these will be on something else. Anyway, these are something else. Okay, so I'm filming this one at 7:30. I should have filmed it earlier when there was a bit more daylight, but yeah, whatever. It is what's the date today, actually? It is the 7th of March. So yeah, this came in the post today, and I just knocked out all of the cards and tickets and stuff out of my phone case. So yeah, that was clever. Ooh. Oh, okay. I didn't realise it would come in this style of box, but here it is, Shrek the Third, and it's got, that looks like a charity shop sticker, but how much did I pay for this? I'm just curious to find out. £2.35. Yeah, so I guess that £1.35 was most likely just the postage price, because it was free delivery. But yeah, there we go. Oh, a few cracks. Same sort of styling as the Shrek 2 soundtrack on the back. But yeah, all the ones I've seen on eBay for this don't have the one with the rounded edges. So I'm guessing this must be an original release and they must be later ones. Yeah. Because I can't really remember any of the music from Shrek the Third. I could only remember one song briefly from Shrek 2. It looks like this one's another poster kind of one. Is it? Okay, so full outy thing. So let's take a look at that first. Okay, it just seems to be like random screenshots from the film. Yeah, I don't know why either. In fact, that looks more like from the second film than the third. Puss getting some pussy. I should not have done that. That was terrible. Oh, look, it's Justin Timberlake. And yet you do get a Shrek the Third poster. Great. Shrek the Third was actually the first Shrek film that I actually saw at the cinema when it came out. Shrek 1, which came out in 2001, came out was 3. And we had I think actually my granny had the DVD of it. Shrek 2 I got initially on VHS, and then my granny got a little bit afterwards the special edition DVD, which I think at the time that was dead expensive. I think it was like 20 quid, maybe 25, depending on where you shopped at. It was not cheap for that. Yeah, this is when DVDs were expensive. Still but Shrek the Third, I did end up getting the DVD, but not until I think it would have been about 2011 or something like that. It was after the fourth film, because I did get the fourth film on DVD when it came out, but the third film I never bothered with until I decided to start rewatching them, which is when the third film was incredibly cheap on DVD, and obviously last year I finally got the Shrek films on Blu-ray. It's annoying because in America the same year, whereas we got a refresh where they changed the disc artwork inside the Shrek 4 film box set, you've got a much better version, which the UK actually got the DVD version of, I think, where you got all four Shrek films on Blu-ray, obviously, same as ours, same stuff, which also included Puss in Boots on Blu-ray. Again, not really a big deal, you can get that over here. However, it included these specials, which to this date you cannot buy on Blu-ray in any shape or form, not in box sets, not individually, no nothing. So you've got Shrek Scareglas, Shrek the Halls, that Michael Jackson rip-off on Blu-ray, and also weirdly 5 episodes of The Adventures of Puss in Boots, which is frankly quite weird. Just to include 5 random episodes. The first 5, I'm assuming it's the first 5 episodes of that, but yeah, a bit random. But yeah, that was all on a Blu-ray box set, which I have been tempted to import it, but the cheapest I've seen it to get it imported will be £36, which, you know, is a lot more expensive than the £8 I got for the Shrek 4 film Shrek collection last year from HMV, you know, brand new for £8. But anyway, yeah, I guess I had to get this because this is the only one of the Shrek songs, not the instrumental music, but the songs soundtrack that I do not own. Yeah, this is the only one out of them that I didn't own until now. And you know what I'm going to do with it? 'Cause obviously I'm going to rip it straight on here afterwards, so yay for that. I really don't know what else to say. So yeah, this has probably come from a charity shop. Looking at those, because I know British Heart Foundation they use those stickers. So yeah, but it was the cheapest on eBay, and it seems in fine condition. I'm sure it'll be fine. So yay! All right, it's the 8th of March, and because of the coronavirus, this is now the rarest thing that I own. Yeah, never mind all my limited edition vinyls, figures, or whatever. This is now the most hardest thing to find at the minute. Fucking hell. Anyhow, we've got two things to unbox here. So the first one is from World of Books, and this was the last one of these they had in stock. Yes, I had to get it. You know I had to get it. Because, you know, after Shrek the Third, there's no excuse for not having everything Shrek related, but yeah, it's the Puss in Boots soundtrack. No songs on this, just the music. There was no music. There was no one version released with songs because all the songs that they used were just licensed music. So, for example, they use Lady Gaga's Americano during the end credits. Just they use Americano quite a bit during that. So yeah, this did cost me a little bit actually more. I think it was five or $6.99, one of the two. And unfortunately, it's really reflective. Unfortunately, but ooh, it's flipping back all the way. I do like the artwork on the disc though. I actually prefer that. Actually, I think I might prefer the artwork on this to the. Do I prefer it to the Blu-ray artwork? I might actually. Let's see what condition the disc is in. There's a weird mark there, though. Other than that, it looks pretty damn good. So, yeah, that is just really weird. See if I can angle this so it's not on the light. Actually, if I turn the light off, you maybe see it a bit better. No, let's turn it back on. Anyway, let's have a look at the little booklet. See if it... no, this one does not have a poster in. So again, just the track listing, credits. Yeah, I swear some of these quotes and screenshots are just fucking random. Getting a load of production credits and kind of random screenshots. Okay. So yeah, that is that. This is from HMV, and it was currently at the time recording. It went half price on sale, and I ordered the last one they had online for £12.99. It's normally £25, but got it for £12.99. It was the last one they had online because they're currently having a sale on vinyl at the time of recording. Yes. Of course I had to. Of course I had to. £12.99. This is normally £25. So there is a Shrek picture disc out there, though that is just the instrumental music that's used. These are the actual songs. Yeah, and this is, I believe, this is the black vinyl version. At least it should be. There is a green swirl vinyl version, which I would have loved to have had. However, that I don't know if that actually ever came to the UK, the green swirl version, and B, it's completely sold out anyway. But to be honest, for that one would have been, I think that one was £30 all on its own, or at least 25. So for £12.99, yeah, why not? Again, this one's actually laid out a bit different to the CD, because obviously you've got more room, so I'm glad that they've redone the back a bit and utilised the space a bit more. So yeah, that's all nice, well and good. Let's see if I can open this. Actually, I've got a little story to tell about this that my dad told me in the car because he went to pick this up for me. Is that when he went to go pick this up, I forwarded him the email with the order number and all the stuff. And the guy at HMV, normally HMV employees are literally some of the best employees ever. Like, for example, I bought some earphones from them, which broke, and they didn't even ask for proof of that, and they just literally just changed them there and then. Great, nice and easy. But this one HMV employee member was not going to give this to my dad, actually, to pick up, because his first name was different to my name, obviously. He is S Cheshire, I am R Cheshire, obviously. On it, because you show them, some ID, like your bank card, and it's just like, why? I mean, I've picked up stuff from my brother from HMV before, and it's been completely fine, so this guy was just being really fucking awkward. But eventually did give in. Oh, yeah, like same image. And there is it's fairly thick black vinyl. Not 180 gram thick. Unfortunately, yeah, this is just a really cheap paper sleeve. However, you do also get an image of Shrek. And same sort of thing from the CD. So yeah, $12.99. I'm pretty happy with that, and I'm probably gonna start listening to it pretty much immediately after finishing doing this bit of the video. So yay, done and done. Okay, this one I couldn't help myself. I did get it for a pretty cheap price. I think I paid like £3-4 for it. And you're gonna be looking at me and thinking, what the fuck is wrong with you? It's another copy of Robbie Williams' The Christmas Present. This is the blue cassette. And why did I get one of these? I wanted one to open. Because with each of the others, I've got two of each. One to open and one to keep sealed. So now, there you go. Oh, this feels really... I thought this was like thick card, good card. It's not. It's pretty cheap. But regardless, as I was saying, regardless, there we are. Robbie Williams, The Christmas Present. But anyway, here it now is. There it is, just there. You can see 3 sealed, 3 open. So, yeah. That's all nice and good in there. Hooray. Okay, so it's the 22nd of March, Mother's Day. And obviously we're in full lockdown mode. But anyway, today I went to B&M. Mainly to get some toilet roll and a couple of other things, but I did spot these. So just tilt the camera. And I thought, oh, B&M are selling Five Nights at Freddy's figures again. For £10 each. And I didn't think much of them until, and it's not too obvious with this one, but this one is much more obvious. Yeah. Look at the Foxy. Now, remember this prototype image on the back and the final release figure? So basically, this is a re-release of Wave 1. And what they've essentially done is essentially they've made them look more accurate by giving them repaints. So this looks a lot less saturated. And also doesn't have that I don't know, shiny, cheap plastic look to it. The only other one they had was Freddy as well, who again is a lot less vibrant, but again looks more game accurate. Again, you know, they haven't changed the sculpt, so unfortunately he still has the inaccuracies of having upper teeth, which he should not have, but it does make them that little bit more accurate. Springtrap, not much. Again, it's being, because I haven't seen any of the others, just these two, but the main thing is that they've been given a sort of a less vibrant matte finish rather than a more vibrant glossy finish, and they are more accurate because of that. And I am assuming that the joints will probably be better because the Wave 1 original versions, the joints were incredibly loose and they would literally just come off if you tried to move. In fact, even when they were standing still, which they then later improved on the Wave 2 Nightmares and so on and so forth. Yeah. The thing is, though, we haven't had an actual new wave of figures since the Pizza Simulator figures, because obviously last year we had the re-release of the Pizza Simulator figures, but in blacklight form, and obviously this is the Wave 1 re-release, which I did know about. They've been out for quite a while, they're not a new thing, but the images that they showed, they just showed the same images, so initially I just thought that there was no difference. However, this is the first time actually seeing the figures in hand, and yes, there is. Now, if I do see the others in the range, then, you know, for a tenner, then I might pick them up just for that. You know, because to be honest, I was debating to myself whether to bother getting these. I was definitely set on getting the Foxy when I saw it, because he is noticeably more accurate. The Freddy, to be honest, not a huge amount of difference. Mainly a less vibrant brown. It's mainly a matte finish. But yeah, those are the two little differences with these. But hey, it's nice. Also, I noticed they do have the old 14 plus, which was only with the original Wave ones. In fact, a lot of them had stickers over them saying 3 plus. Yeah, because well, there's only two types of people who buy the Five Nights at Freddy's figures: collectors and kids, because these are one of the few figures and that kids actually buy. But yeah, these are the best Five Nights at Freddy's, you know, pieces of merchandise in my opinion. And even then, they're not the best. They are not the best. They have several inaccuracies here and there, but for the price, yeah, why not? Anyway, that's it for this one. Okay, at the time recording this, it is the 28th of March, and the UK is entering its 5th day of full lockdown mode. So, I've got a package here. Hooray, hooray, hooray. There's an invoice. Oh, I forgot about this. I thought it was going to be something else. I was thinking, what the hell is this? It's this! Yeah. And this only cost me, I think it's cost me about £3, actually. Yeah. Supposedly this is official, and it might be. And the only reason I think that it might be is because of the weight of this. This is pretty hefty weight. Oh, there we go. So yeah, so this is a vertical scan for the super slim PS3. As you can see, pretty simple device. Legal information on manual and that, but that all should be pretty self-explanatory. So the PS3 that I do keep at my granny's, I keep vertical. So I thought, and I permanently keep it vertical because the only space I'll fit in. So I thought, yeah, why not get a vertical scan for it? Because I just was having a look on eBay and I saw it advertised. So let's actually get the PS3 and let's see if we can put it on. Alright, so I've grabbed the PS6. So let's grab USB drive out of there. So this is the one, if you remember, that I got with, I think, 2 controllers and a bunch of games for, I think it was only 25 quid, if I remember rightly. Maybe 30? I don't know. Does this have a disc in? Not a minute. No. As you can see, it's gotten a little bit dusty since, but I have used this thing extensively, mainly as a Blu-ray player. Yeah, so I'm assuming this, this little tab comes out with the PlayStation logo. That's just a piece of rubber, but what I will do is I will stick this in a drawer and then forget about it probably. But yeah, this must just... Is it this way it goes on? Nah. Is it this way? Or is it this way? Let me check the picture on the box. Okay, so I was right the first time. Okay. It's hard to do this while leaning over. So I'll tighten it as much as I can with my finger. Now, you're supposed to use a coin to tighten it from this point on. I don't have any coins, unfortunately. Yeah, that's I don't normally carry change anyway, but with the lockdown happening, I think shops aren't accepting cash anyway, so... Screwdriver should be fine. Doesn't have to be ultra uber tight, just tight enough so I know that it's not going to be moving anytime soon. That seems pretty solid. Yep. Good, good, good. It does have rubber on it, so friction is occurring. So I think this is actually an official stand, actually. Now, obviously, this is bouncing on a bed. But if we just move it down, you can see that this will give the PS3 more stability. I'm hoping. So, yeah, and obviously this is, fully removable, so at a later point, if I ever want to just have it on display flat, I can do that. Knick-knack, paddywhack. So, yeah, a just nice little accessory for £3 and not bad at whatsoever. Yeah. Okay, so I'm filming this one after already opening this because, well, I was desperate to try it on. But this, what I'm wearing now, is my new velvet jacket from Giacomo. I got this on sale for £55, and yeah, I am really, really happy with it. I've always wanted a velvet jacket, particularly a burgundy red one, and now, thankfully, I do have one. I have one, and I do love this thing. Like, I've had it for literally less than 5 minutes, and already I utterly love this thing to bits. I really do. I can't decide whether I like this more or whether I like my regular, long coat more. I think this one is velvet, the other one is cotton. But yeah, very, very happy with this. So yeah, just there you go, essentially. Just a bit of happiness, during the coronavirus lockdown at the minute. Just gotta hang on to those few little moments of joy in this current time. Right, so it's the 4th of April, got a package here, first package in a fair little while actually. Oh yeah, where's my knife? So this I had to get imported because it's not actually available in the UK. This cost me £12 and 7 pence with excuse me, free delivery. I got from a site called Wow HD, which sells normally it sells like American and Australian import stuff to the UK. So I got this from. The Italio Brothers Stamp 3-disc expanded edition, which this includes the remixers. So yeah, I do actually have a digital copy of excuse me, the remixers for Stamp on the Ground. I also have the full-length version of Radio Hardcore, and I think I have another song as well from them. But yeah, let's take a look at this anyway. So the main CD is I think just the regular album, except I think it's slightly extended. I don't know, but also so. Here we go, these are the bonus discs. So disc 1 is full length mixes, so essentially extended versions or full length versions. Again, all versions of Stamp on the Ground, My Life as a Party, this is Nightlife. And this is interesting, full length, obviously full length versions of Radio Hardcore, and also the remixes, which I've never heard the remixes of, so yeah. Oh, that was good. So, these are pressed CDs. As you can see there, they are pressed. Though the labels, you can tell that obviously this is a, independent release. For the fact is that these are just labels put on. So, fair. Decent enough quality. Again, we've got information on the inside here. Put the CD in. I was hoping there'd be a booklet, but there isn't, unfortunately. There's no booklet. Again, just information. Is it meant to go this way, or is it meant to go that way? It's probably meant to go this way. Yeah. So yeah, I decided to pick this up. Unfortunately, it does have a slight crack on it, which is annoying. But yeah, a 3-disc set, and for me, Yeah, it's something. It's also something to listen to while we're all in lockdown. So yeah, very happy with that. Happy this finally arrived. From, I'm not sure if this came from the US or Australia. I think this came. I'm pretty sure this probably came from the US. I don't know. Does it say anything here? I'm pretty sure this probably came from the US anyway. So yeah, that's it for this one, I guess. Yay. Okay, so this next thing I've technically opened a bit, just to check it wasn't damaged, because my granny said the person who delivered it literally threw it like a frisbee onto the floor. Yeah. Just because, you know, we're in lockdown and that does not mean you have to bloody throw things like a frisbee onto the floor. You can place it down. Literally, you don't have to throw it like a bloody frisbee. Luckily, this thing was in bubble wrap and was therefore well protected. And it's this. It's an LED ring light. Now, this one I got from Woucher. I have seen it on eBay, but and to be honest, I kind of regret not getting it off there. Though this one did come with a couple of extra accessories for the money. This one did cost a tenner plus postage, but this one did come with a bendy tripod. And this part here, this is actual metal, this part here. So the tripod is entirely plastic, but this attachment is actually really high quality. Now this is just another one of these smartphone attachments, which I don't need another of really, so it's fine by that. Just make that nice and right. So now at the minute, obviously I don't need this thing, but I will do. The thing is though, on their website, they made it look as if it was a set. But it's not. It's clearly fucking not. And just to show this, I'm going to search it up. So I'll search it up on their websites. And it's always on sale for XS. Always on sale. But on the website, they make it look as if you're getting a bigger one. There we go. It looks as if you're getting a bigger ring light and a smaller one. However, you're not. Unfortunately, you're not getting a bigger one and a smaller one. You're just getting the one, which is this one, though. Still, this does feel pretty damn solid. I can't judge on how good the eBay ones are, but this one does feel pretty solid. However, I do recognise particularly the remote of this one. But anyway, there we go. Okay, so yeah, obviously this is USB, and the good thing is that obviously it doesn't have to be plugged into the mains. So you can plug it into a power bank. And that is pretty bloody bright, like. That is really bright. And I can just, I think that's as dim as it gets. And that's as bright as it gets. And I can make it be entirely white, entirely yellow, or both. I think for filming, if I was filming me or something else, then I'd probably go for both. If I was filming something else, like, I don't know, a product or some kind, I'd probably go for just, yellow. Sorry, not just yellow, just white. Well, the good thing is I can, mount it to any tripod. I was wondering, could I hang it off my camera lens, which is what some people do, but I don't think I can, because it's just basically a bit too thick for that. If this was a smaller one, a bit thinner, then probably I could, but with this, no. The good thing is that I don't have... The cable is fairly long, but the good thing is I don't have to have it plugged into the wall. Since it's USB, I can have it plugged into my power bank here. So, yeah, overall, not a bad purchase. Not a bad purchase, and I don't regret it. I don't regret it. It's pretty good. I might have overpaid for it. But as a result, it might be a bit higher quality. So, yay for that. Okay, so it's the 22nd, I think, of April. I could be wrong. Well, anyway, regardless, we've got a package here. And by the size of it and the thickness, it's going to be a vinyl record, okay? So, we have to lean over here. Okay, it's in a plastic sleeve. What's that little warning? Let's see. So, congratulations on winning your eBay auction. I hope you enjoy what you bought. Many thanks. Okay. Great. And obviously, what did I buy? The Saturday Night Fever soundtrack. And this cost me actually just over £5, including delivery. And the main reason is I wanted the song Staying Alive. Now, the EP of this, the single, 7-inch single, I couldn't find on eBay for less than £7.50, so it was actually cheaper just to buy the full album soundtrack, so yeah. So it means we've got tracks like How Deep Is Your Love. I can't really remember what any of the other tracks go like. Yeah. Says it up? Yes, it does. Okay, this is a bit awkward trying to lean over the camera and my light at the same time. But I have never seen the movie Saturday Night Fever. So yeah, let's just take a look though, see what condition it's in. Okay, not too bad. Left a couple of hair scratches light here and there, but overall, yeah, not bad condition. It's always hard to tell on eBay photos generally how good of condition a vinyl record is, unless it is particularly bad or if they're particularly good at taking the photo. I'll slide that back in later. But yeah, for I think it was £5.30, really good deal to be honest. And yeah, I'm really happy with this. Yay. Alright, so I'm really fucking irritable at the minute. A, because I've had no sleep, because it's been far too fucking hot, and B, I've got a neighbour who is a fucking arsehole who blasts music 24/7, and despite begging him to take down, despite bloody complaining to the council, he's still doing it. And it's really fucking irritating. Anyway, let's open the first package. And this was supposed to be from the UK, but it clearly wasn't. It's a tripod. And the thing is, I didn't actually want another tripod. I actually ordered this by mistake. Yeah, I thought it was going to be another LED ring light. It fucking wasn't. It was a tripod, unfortunately. It's not a bad one, actually. It's not a bad one. But the thing is, basically it was the same price as a ring light would actually cost. And it actually has a picture of a ring light as the photo. However, in the description, it actually says does not include ring light for pictures are for promotional use only, and actually says actually tripod stand for ring light, which is really, that is really fucking deceiving, and it really irritates the shit out of me. So yeah, this cost me £7.20, so fucking yay for that. Another package here from Music Magpie. And yes, I am really irritable, and I'm going to be fucking complaining because I'm just in that fucking mood at the minute. Because when I said I've had no sleep, I mean I've had no fucking sleep. So, yeah, yay for that. Yay for that. For no sleep whatsoever. Alright, so yay, I bought this. This was on a 2 for £3 off on Music Magpie. Okay, so this disc here, I think I still have this disc somewhere. Hang on, let me zoom in. So this disc, I remember, was actually part of the 3-pack that I got, the Mona the Vampire 3-pack. Yeah, but this disc, this one, I think was the original Mona the Vampire DVD release. And again, these could technically both fit on one disc. And not even a dual layer disc, like a single layer disc. Or a DVD file. But, actually, just take a look. Okay. This is actually a little bit more difficult to read, actually. It has title. No, it hasn't. Okay. For a second there, I thought the cover had been reprinted. It hasn't. It is the actual cover. So you can see on disc 1, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 episodes, which would be about an hour, 20, 25. On disc 2, we've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is probably going to be about 55 minutes, or yeah, less than an hour. so both of those could actually fit. To be honest, I'm holding this. Yeah. So open this packet, and I think I know what. Yeah, so this is from eBay. I think, or is this from Music Magpie? Oh no, these are a couple more from Music Magpie. I haven't gotten all of my Music Magpie orders, but here are two more Murder the Vampire DVDs. Again, these were on offer for £2 for £3. In fact, one of these, I think it might have been, it's one of these three, I can't remember which was the last King Scott. Excuse me, hay fever. But yeah, these are double DVDs, but essentially these are two of the single releases just put together. This one, the artwork I just find a bit weird, to be honest. Yeah, the artworks for them are a bit weird. I mean, this one has bats. This one has pumpkins. And this one has ghosts, but they've put the ghosts upside down on it. It's really, really, really weird. This one has even less episodes. Oh, I thought we were missing discs there. Okay, so someone has put this in the wrong way around. So both these discs I've never owned. So, how many episodes? 1, 2, 3, 4 fucking episodes on each disc. That's like 45 minutes. Fucking hell. This one, so look. Oh, again. Okay, it's got the same sort of artwork on there as one of the ones I own, but yeah, these are different. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So about an hour and 5 minutes, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow. So few fucking episodes. Not a lot, not a lot. But yeah, I am waiting on some more arriving, so when they do... Actually, I don't know if actually because I did order a one off eBay as well. But anyway, when more of them arrive, then more of them will arrive and stuff. I don't know. Yay. Okay, so today is the 24th of April, there we go, and I was in B&M today getting a few things, mainly my Granny's Kings of Soup, toilet rolls, kitchen rolls, and fucking hell, I needed a fan for here. So yeah, this one was only £9 actually. They did have some various sizes, but this was the best, as the Americans would say, bang for your buck. £9, 6-inch fan, because the only other ones they had, at least in stock that I could see, was going from, you know, £9, and then the next cheapest one was 35, so big massive jump there. So £9, yeah, that's enough, because fucking hell, it is too hot in here, so let's crack it open. This knife is pretty blunt. James Blunt. We got some instructions. Okay, guarantee, excellent. This was, at least from the ones they had, available in 3 colours, blue, pink and white. I chose blue. Dabba-dee dabba-die. And yes, I do have to do that every time I see the word blue. not much else in the box, so I'm just going to stand to the side here. Well, that is a pretty hefty plug, actually. That is not a cheap plug, that's a proper, really hefty plug, actually. So, make sure I don't lose that. There we go. Okay, should be, yeah, that's tight enough to keep it up. It is just fully plastic. But it is actually slightly larger than I thought it was going to be. Protective cover. Simple on-off on the back, 2 modes. Wow, even on mode 1 that is quite powerful actually. That is actually quite a powerful fan actually. I think actually what you'd be better off doing is actually, rather than getting one big massive one, is actually getting probably 2 of these and just have one at either side of the room. That is pretty good. It does make a bit of a noise on setting 2. On setting 1 it's only a slight hum. I mean, if I bring it back here. So that's setting 1. And that's setting 2. But yeah. To be honest, can't really complain about that. It's a pretty good deal. Also, I got a notification today that saying that one of the Mona the Vampire DVDs that I was waiting for from Music Magpie unfortunately failed their quality check, so unfortunately didn't come through. However, this Mona the Vampire DVD has been having some issues playing it, though it does skip a couple pics. However, the Mona the Vampire Bat Edition DVD that I got, both of those discs just won't work. In fact, actually the second disc just won't work, so I've gotten a full refund on that, and I'm going to try and get a refund on one of the others, just because they're flat out not working. The other one, I've managed to get to rip, but it won't play. I've managed to get it to rip if I rip the episodes individually, but otherwise won't fucking do anything. So that's really annoying. So, and also the one that I didn't get, I won't be getting from Music Magpie. I've ordered from eBay. Anyway. So these were off eBay. They were buy one get one half price. So the second one I got actually was Scared Shrekless, which I don't actually own. Well, I don't own this, and I do enjoy Scared Shrekless. So yeah, it's actually really good. Actually, that is really. It's basically Shrek does the Simpsons Treehouse of Horror. Mona the Vampire Edition now. Good, I nearly ordered it. Okay, so this includes Book of the Slimy and this DVD. So this is actually one of the original DVDs I used to own, actually, back in the day, as part of a 3-pack. This one is not. But, whoa, knock my light. Skate. I've actually got the light. I'm trying to keep the light in place and stop it from falling. Come on. There we go. I'm just going to take the discs. Okay. This one looks like it should... If it doesn't play perfectly, then it should rip no problem. There is a couple of marks here and there, but should rip no problem. The other one looks alright as well. Again, a couple of slight little hair scratches. But again, as long as, to be honest, I'm more bothered if... I'm less bothered about if they play properly. I'm more bothered if I can rip them, then you know, they should play properly. If they don't play properly, then I might still be able to rip them. That is basically what I'm more bothered about. If I can rip them, then I can still watch them. Still enjoy. I mean, these essentially cost me... how much did they cost me? Just over £3, I think. Or thereabouts. I can't exactly remember. But yeah. Overall, you know, happy with everything I've got. All happy, hunky dory, and stuff. So, yay, I guess. Okay, so we've got some packages here. Let's take a look at this packet first. Alright, so this is an early 2000s Basil Brush Show CD. CD single. I'm trying not to get this to reflect off my light. Yeah, let's just have a look at the CD. A few fingerprints, but this thing should rip just fine. 2003. So this contains the Boom Boom and Christmas light. Okay. So when I did come across this randomly on eBay when searching for this behind here, I had to pick it up. Of course, I had to pick it up because, well, it was cheap. It was only £2.10. Well, it was actually £1 and £1.10 postage. So, yeah, it was nice and cheap. Why not? I love Basil Brush, and it's something to add to the collection. Actually, is anything? No, it's not a booklet. Okay. Yeah. I do wish, though, that the BBC would just release, in some shape or form, whether we have to pay for it in a box set or whatever, but the 2000s Basil Brush show. There we go, I can't bloody speak. But anyway, this is the vinyl record. And I thought for a second that I'd forgotten my knife, but I haven't, and I'm just figuring out how I'm going to open this. So I'm going to have to pop this open behind the camera. Also, it's the 20... Let's see, what day is it? Wednesday. So it's the 27th. 29th of April. So, yeah. That's the day in which it is. Also, I cut my thumb. There we go. I cut my thumb when I was cutting some slices of Red Leicester the other day. So, yay for that! Yay for hurting yourself, causing bodily harm to yourself. What good luck, isn't it? Oh my God, this thing is bloody. This is the progress of it so far. Yeah, the knife is not really working. This knife I've got here is very old and very blunt. Unfortunately, that knife is actually older than I am. Come on. Come on. Fucking hell, we're just going at it bit by bit. Come on. Okay, this is the progress. This is the progress, people. This is ultimate progress I am making here. And this is not doing my thumb any favours either. Fucking hell. Okay, finally we have success. I am glad I opened that the way I did, because otherwise it would have shown the address. So I got a free sleeve for it, and they've packaged the LP separately. Well, I didn't realise how glossy this was, but yeah, this is a I think this is 1976, 77. Let me have a look. No. I can't see any dates on this, it might not be on the record, but here's something you don't see very often. Yeah, made in Great Britain. And this is also stereo, yeah. You don't often get children's stereo LPs from the 70s. Normally they're mono. But here are the tracks, information, etc, etc. But yeah, it's very nice artwork. I am very happy to have this in my collection. I notice it's got an only 99p sticker on it. But yeah, this is very nice, and this cart actually reminds me of Bessie, actually. But the sleeve, I don't think this is probably not the original sleeve, to be honest, because the sleeve for it is far too nice. Because it's plastic lined and everything. I imagine this was probably just a standard paper sleeve originally. But here we are. I'm just going to have a look myself to see what condition it's in. Again, a couple of hairline scratches on it, but shouldn't affect it. Yeah. Should be fine. It does say 1970 on there, but this is not from 1970. This is later on, I believe. It's either 1973 or 1977. So it's one of those two. But yeah, I really do like the artwork for this. It is really nice, and we obviously have the original Basil Brush puppet there, which looks a lot friendlier here in some pictures. Some pictures he can look a little bit off-putting in some images, but yeah, there we are. All nice and lovely, hunky-dory. So how much did this cost me? This one cost me... Let me grab my phone. Let me grab my phone and we'll tell you the prices. Alright, so this was £4.39 plus £3.50 postage. So, just shy of £8. Which, yeah, is, you know, more money than, say, if you were to find this in a charity shop or somewhere, it'd probably be a lot cheaper. Maybe, it might be, I don't know. But this is in pretty good condition as well, so getting charity shop ones tend not to be. So yeah, it is quite good. And you know what? Since, you know, I'm here right now, I am just going to actually pop this on the turntable. And we shall actually have a very, very quick... Because, again, I don't know whether the copyright for this still holds up or not, but we will have a very quick listen now. Just trying to position everything here. I've got it set to 7-inch. Let me just cut that a second. I had it. Yeah. I had it set to 7-inch. So there we go. Okay, test screw. Okay. I don't know how well you could hear that, but I'm gonna cut it there, so I try and avoid a copyright. But yeah, there we go. Very nice having the collection, and obviously, hopefully you could hear. Probably not, because basically anything in front, the microphone is pointing in the opposite direction, but hopefully you could hear it enough. Hear that? Yeah, it sounds good. Next thing, stereo. So, yay, happy days. There we go. It helps if I turn the mic on. But anyway, today is the 1st of May 2020. Got another package here. Oh god, is this gonna be any easier this time? I seriously, I miss my sharp knives that I had at home. Here at my granny's, I do not have the sharp knives. I just have this one bloody ancient blunt knife. Okay. That wasn't so bad. Yes, it's another Basil Brush record. So, the other one was from 1970. This one is from 1977. This one was £6 with free postage. And actually, I sent a little clip, a 20-second clip, which is also on my other YouTube channel. But I put this video on Twitter of just the first 10-20 seconds of the LP, which I played in the other bit of the unboxing. I put that on Twitter, and the actual Basil Brush liked it, commented, and also retweeted it. So that video has now gotten, I think it's got 2,500 views at the time of recording this, which makes me tempted to just move to Twitter and just do exclusively Basil Brush videos. It's tempting, but I won't. But yeah, so this one, compared to the other, this one is just like a full image of the puppet itself, the original Basil Brush puppet, or at least one of them. And yeah, I do quite like this one. I'd like the fact on this one you get an image on both sides. It's not just a plain paperish back. Yeah, this is all very nice, well and good. And of course it's very glossy as well. We've got our track listing here. So hooray. Oh. Right. So this I will have to glue together. Again, it's not that this is ripping apart, it's the fact that the glue is simply dried out. I can tell. Okay, so again, this is in a plastic bag, which is nice. I don't know whether it probably wasn't it might have actually originally came in this. I've seen another one listed that came in a plastic bag, but yeah. Again, a bit of dust, little bit of dust. But again, dust, not too much of an issue. Dust can To be honest, I'll probably give it a bit of a wash, bit of a clean. But yeah, nonetheless, it is nice to have in my collection. And actually, should we do that thing again? Should we do that thing again? I think we'll do that thing again, so I'll put the camera up. There we go. And you know what, I might not actually fully wash the record, because it's not that dusty. I think I'll just give it a spray, and this is actually a tip I've used. Actually, something I'd like to show you is I've slightly rearranged my LPs. So on this side, this is just purely just music albums. It's like your regular music albums on that side, and this side is my Doctor Who albums, which has always been like that. However, you notice there's a few just here in the middle, and this is now where my soundtracks are gonna go, and this is where the other Basil Brush LP is. It's also where my Shrek soundtrack is, and the Saturday Night Fever soundtrack is as well. They're all on there. Anyway, so I'm also gonna turn on the plus 10 decibels because I'm gonna move around here. So this is here's some basic screen cleaner I've gotten from the pound shop before. I can hear my granny, she's fucking yodeling. Anyway, what I'm going to do is just turn... Oh, it was already on. I'm just going to turn my turntable on. Just raise the arm. Just enough so it's turning round at 33 1/3. And what I'm going to do as it's turning... Get it, nice and wet. Now normally I would properly wash this, but sometimes this can work for quickness, and just place this like this. Not pressing too hard enough for it to still spin around. Actually, if I turn the screen round I can actually see if I'm getting this in shot, but yeah, just like that. And this is a very good and actually pretty effective way of getting dust out if the dust isn't too thick. And let's actually place the needle down.
And I'd like to say, all music lovers, if you've got any cotton wool handy, stuff it in your ears now.
So we'll just cut that there. So yeah, overall, very happy and very satisfied with that. And this one was actually cheaper than the other, just £6. So yeah, overall, just happy.